Okay. Alright. Let me just get my pop-out chat and we shall get started. It's been it's been a week since I streamed, but I have I had to take care of some real life stuff, but nothing too bad. I mean, it just I had to take care of a lot of stuff in real life, and it just I mean any chance I would have streamed during the week had to get put on the back burner because well I there were a couple of things I had to take care of. And let's see if it shows up on the screen there, but I could see Joshua. Yeah, there he is. Joshua James. Nice to see you, my friend. And we'll wait for a few more people to come in. Tomas Hall. Also good to see you. Of course, I get not everyone's going to be here, but in the meantime, it's great to have you two here. And I know that it's a little earlier than when I usually stream, but I do have my reasons. But anyway, nice to see you two. How's everything going between the two of you and anyone else that comes in? Well, while you guys answer, I may as well say, up next is Detroit Wrestling Challenge. Can't even talk. Detroit Wrestling Challenge, and of course it's based off of World Wrestling Federation Wrestling Challenge. And well, I will say this: jumps into the air and does an intense drop kick, and also great to see Brandon Cuevas. And of course, I have a lot more to say, but I'll mention it as soon as we get enough people in the chat here. But otherwise, great to see you, Brandon. And like I said, I've had some errands to take care of in real life that I wasn't able to stream during the week. But with that said, it's been long enough. So without any further ado, let's get started right now. So we are coming to you live at the old Joe Louis Arena. So yes, it's old school WWF. Just under aches and cramps. Well, I hope that gets settled. And Brian LG 100 also does a great stream with going back in time to certain dates, actually, in the World Wrestling Federation and WCW. And very interesting concept that he has. I haven't had a chance to talk to him during the stream, but usually because he's, I was either at work or doing something else. But nonetheless, though, I'm happy that you're here. Do check out Brian LG when you get a chance to. But there you see it, the old Joe Louis Arena as it was in the 1980s. So, of course, you're going to see a lot of legends, and then, of course, we'll have our bonus matches like we usually do. And here's a very good first matchup here, and our first match is the last man standing match with Mr. Perfect and the Big Boss Man. So yeah, he completed the WCW Remastered Series 1997 to 2000. So if at any time you wish to check that out, do check out Mr. Brian LG. Rhyhorn? I don't know about that. And of course there's Double C, CC, Chris Clark, And you're just in time for the very first match, my friend. Well, that is the first match of the official show. And of course, we'll have our bonus matches right after that. And there you see him, Mr. Perfect. Honestly, one of the best wrestlers of all time. The only thing he never won was the World Championship. Or actually, no, he did win the AWA World Championship. I remember now. I forgot he had that honor. But he's never won anything else besides that. But yeah, how's everything going, Chris and Brandon? I forgot to ask you, how are you guys doing? Well, there you see Mr. Perfect in all his splendor. Yeah. Oh, it didn't show up on the... Well, yeah, it was a thing, was the AWA. The American Wrestling Association was... At one point, it was just as big as the WWF and the NWA, but unfortunately... You know, the talent pool started to run thin when some of the top stars would sign with the NWA or the World Wrestling Federation. And by the end of the 80s, going into the 90s, it was... The AWA was just a shell of what it once was. And it was pretty sad because they had something special with a gentleman that we'll see later in the show. Well, how so, Joshua? Well, how did it suck? Honestly, not that I say that you're wrong, but in what way was it bad? And as that happens, this is a last man standing match. I mean, of course, something like this was pretty common when it was done, you know, Texas Deathmatch style. Goes off the ropes. That beautiful dropkick. The most perfect dropkick that you'll ever get from a man who considers himself perfect. Nice back body drop, though. But yeah, what was wrong with the Nintendo Direct, if I may ask? Nice arm drag, then a kick to the back. And now Big Boss Man going down for the 10 count. Let's see if he can get back up, though. Ooh, already in trouble at 6-7. 8. Nope, got up. I guess he just wanted to milk it for what it was worth. It had some let me try that again. Remakes that I never wanted to see. Calamari, Damasi, and Kirby's Epic Yarn, to name a few. And, well, a miss there by Mr. Perfect. But then sent right back into the ring is the Big Boss Man. But, well, I mean, I could see, you know, people not wanting remakes, but then there are some that have never even got to play them, so there is a market for that. But yeah, Kirby's Epic Yarn, I'll agree with you that it was not one of my favorites. Probably the least favorite other than Rainbow Curse as far as Kirby was concerned, because I just wanted a proper Kirby adventure, like Nightmare in Dreamland, or rather Return to Dreamland, and and Kirby's Adventure, just to name a few. Goes off the ropes. Back elbow. And Mr. Perfect going to the outside just to get a little bit of reprieve there. I saw little to no info of Luigi's Mansion 3 and the new Animal Crossing game. Yeah, that might be a bit of a downer, but who knows? They could just be teasing it for the next, Direct. But I can tell you that my good friend Rick XTN, big fan of Animal Crossing. And now it's Mr. Perfect that's down for the count. Yeah, I know that some people were not fans of Isabelle being put in Smash Ultimate, but I mean, I personally don't mind it all that much. But there were definitely a lot better choices. I'll be one to admit that. And of course, these two are continuing the feud that they had that also involved Bobby Heenan, for some of you old fans that remember, when Bobby Heenan was running his mouth about the Big Boss Man's mother and degrading her. And of course the Big Boss Man took exception to that and started feuding with Bobby Heenan's henchmen, which include Mr. Perfect. So that's where this whole matchup between these two came from. And a figure 4 lock, but of course you can't win by submission, but you can definitely take out the legs, and Bossman won't be able to stand. Nice counter with a Russian leg sweep. Although one game that really blew my mind was Fire Pro Wrestling World. Let's see. But the only good I saw was Square Enix releasing an extravaganza of Final Fantasy games, including some spin-offs. And now Bossman in trouble. And I mean, every time that Bossman is down, he manages to get back up only to get knocked down again. But yeah, as far as Fire Pro Wrestling World, I don't know if anyone has that game or has seen it, but it looks amazing, I will tell you that much. But Mr. Perfect manages to keep down the Big Boss Man. So big win for Mr. Perfect, though. Now leaks are out and about. Oh. All right. Well, there you saw the 10 count. But of course the action will pick up from here on out. But there you see your winner, Mr. Perfect. So, with this in mind, I will say that, what is it? I'm looking forward to WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is coming up, at least on this universe, I will say that. And, I mean, we have a lot of events to go through and not a lot of time to do it. is what I was about to say. But up next is a one-on-one match between 007 James Bond and Magnum TA. Now, of course, these two have never wrestled in the World Wrestling Federation, but they were not too long ago NWA World Champions at one point or another. And also great to see. Let's see. Have you bought Switch Online yet? No, I haven't. I'm going to have to go and do that. By the way, when you get Switch Online, do you buy it from the console itself, or do you get a gift card and use the proceeds to pay for that? I haven't heard much about it other than it's a 1-year payment, which I think is awesome. Or an annual payment, I should say. Excuse me. Both can work? Okay, cool. Then I'll be sure to get that. And I understand that Rick was very, very happy when he heard the news about Switch Online. I guess maybe you could tell me more about it, because I was busy during this whole week, more or less, with running errands and all that stuff. But while that's happening, there you see 007 James Bond, former champion in his own right, and a victory against another former champion will definitely put him in contention for that championship. And his opponent is from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He is Magnum TA. And while Magnum makes his way to the ring, I have to admit, the last, let's see, the NES games, and co-op online is fun. Ooh. You know what? I believe Rick did mention something about that. And oh, Mighty Minerva. You know, last time the comments on the the comment system wasn't working, but now it's a bit slow for some reason. I don't know why. But otherwise, Mighty Minerva, great to see you. I'll definitely have to get that then. Match underway. And someone else is following me on Twitter. But anyway, how's everything going, Minerva? And also, I should mention that when I did get back from running errands, I did get to check out... let me try that again. I did get to check out Minerva's channel, and she is doing a show of her own. And I got a first-hand look at it, and I was like, whoa. You know, Minerva and her best friend, they did a great job with it. And I couldn't help but be impressed with it. Anyway, back to this match, though. James Bond. Oh, dropped headfirst was Magnum TA on the top turnbuckle, though. You're currently playing some Zelda. Ooh. Would that be the original Zelda? Just the thought you can play Zelda with another person, that sounds awesome. Nice counter onto Magnum TA, who is a much larger opponent, but not that much. Yeah, I figured it would be. Ooh, nice German suplex by the Britishman. James Bond. Might have to get some water after this. But yeah, I did enjoy. I can't even talk. I did enjoy. Whoa! Look at the strength of. Wow! A super gut wrench suplex from off the second rope. That's amazing by James Bond. But no. Oh shit! I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Damn. Well, I'm pretty sure it'll come back to me, but ugh. Only a 1 count there. Well, anyway, I'm pretty sure, like I said, it'll come back to me, but... And now picking up James Bond and then dropping him right onto his stomach. Oh, now I remember. I did enjoy the last episode of Trivia Murder Party that you did with Jets and all the others. It was just funny as hell. Nice reverse DDT onto Magnum TA. And then thrown onto the outside, and now wait, what's James Bond doing? Whoa, look at the strength! Wow! I'm surprised James Bond was able to do that to him. And then a knee right to the head, but, I mean, to deadlift anybody is one thing, but to do it to Magnum TA, who's a huge man, that's incredible, although he comes back with the clothesline, but then a kick right to the head. And then the Walter PPK, which is the move that he calls that super kick move. And that busted open Magnum TA just like that. 1, 2, 3. And James Bond with a very, very convincing victory over Magnum TA. But a big win, especially going into a championship match that he is slated to have. Well, very good sportsmanship on the part of Magnum TA. But yeah, I did enjoy the last Trivia Murder Party that you did. Very good match, though. Very good. Also, let me go get some water while I'm at it. Oh, not a problem, John. Not a problem. And I'm surprised there's not a lot of people on right now, but I guess I must have not picked a good time. I must have not picked a good time because I guess most people are out or they might still be sleeping. But anyway, we do have Memphis Wrestling represented by Jerry the King Lawler, the Rock and Roll Express, and Stan Lane, then part of the Fabulous Ones at that time, against World Wrestling Federation's The Killer Bees, the Macho Man, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. Interestingly enough, Piper and Lawler, well, I may as well mention the feud that would have set the world on fire had it happened. And I forgot to turn off the entrances for this one. My bad. I'll have to skip through these. But nonetheless, though, let's see. Some of the stuff I did do this week. I did go to to the casino, one that's closest to my house. And, well, I got really lucky that night. So there was that, and then there was the time I got to go to a restaurant, thanks in large part to my supervisor who invited us. And that was when I got to go to the, what was it called? The Cracker Barrel. I got to go to the Cracker Barrel for the very, very first time, and it lived up to the expectations and then some, man. Good water, though. So we're just getting through these entrances because, like I said, I forgot to turn them off. But anyway, yeah, I really don't have much to talk about, honestly. What's today's matches? Well, we're getting through. Well, one of these matches is a 4-on-4 match, but we do have some bonus matches, and one of them involves the United States Championship, in the sense that we need a #1 contender for that. And then as far as a match involving you, I don't have a match for you in the bonus matches, so we'll have to come up with something for that one. But we are focusing nonetheless on the legends from the 70s and the 1980s as well. And that's really where the show is. So yeah. There you see the Macho Man. And well, I mean, aside from that, how was your week, John? And as well as Mighty Minerva and whoever else is here. It was busy because there were a couple of like things I had to take care of, such as going to the bank and going to the gym, and then the time I went to the casino. I did pretty well, like, at the casino, that I actually made money. And then, of course, yesterday I was doing chores, like cleaning around the house, things like that. So that's what I've been doing. So I was finally able to get some free time today to do this show, and also set up for the next couple of shows to come. I also got myself a new game. I will show you that at another time. But anyway, back to this match, though. We do have one half of the Rock and Roll Express against one half of the Killer Bees. Starting up this match. It's a one-fall match, though. And a scoop slam with the arm tucked underneath by Ricky Morton onto B. Brian Blair. I got a lot of gas, I don't know why. And hello, B. Super. Great to see you. And Sports Lounge Studios. Also another channel to check out, because Yeah, I do have a lot of gas, man. I'm telling you, Doug. But I'll tell you what, Sports Lounge Studios, they don't just do wrestling. They also do other sports like football and other, as well as any other games of the like. But I mean, Doug does a great job with his shows, and sometimes he's really funny. Like, he just comes off as very, very funny. But he can be very serious when, you know, because I saw that one video. Oh, you're also going to do a legend show based on the legends of the American Wrestling Association. Awesome. Well, as you can see, this is Detroit Challenge. And this match is Team Memphis Wrestling against Team World Wrestling Federation. So you have the King representing Memphis, and of course one of the Killer Bees representing the World Wrestling Federation. But that's definitely a good show to check out as far as Sports Lounge Studios. Also, do check out John, MBN John. He doesn't do wrestling, but he does a lot of... yeah, he's also done shows of the same nature as well. But in the meantime, wait a minute. Pile driver onto... That was Jumping Jim Brunzell from the King. And that could actually do it right here. 1, 2... Oh, almost had him. Almost had him. But yeah, do check out Sports Lounge Studios. Also, do check out John. Like I said, he doesn't do wrestling, but he does do a lot of online multiplayer games. Or multiplayer online games, excuse me. Very, you know, his show is just, and by his show I mean John, just does a great job with it. And it's kind of funny that, wait, 1, 2, no. And it's kind of funny that, you know, I was friends with John when he didn't even have 200 subscribers, and he's getting close to, let me see how many subscribers he has right now, if you will. Ooh, he's getting very, very close to 205 or 2,500 subs, excuse me. Oh, also I should say hello to Big Fly Eli. Great to see you, man. Get some more water here. Ooh, nice power slam onto the King. Is that enough to put him away? 1, 2, nope, saved by Stan Lane. Then a member of the Fabulous Ones. Got some adequate matches. Eli is a turd. Hey, don't say that. I mean, of course I know that you're just teasing, Doug. Who just hit the floor? I don't know. You mean like... Oh, that was Stan Lane, Doug. Now a tag to Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express in the ring with B. Brian Blair. Oh, a submission attempt. A sleeper hold on to Blair. Big Show against Roman Reigns, no holds barred. Then that's a possibility. Of course, I want to give John a match. I did not know that Brian Blair was a friend of yours. Because I know that Blair was huge in Florida before going to the World Wrestling Federation. I remember he was Florida heavyweight champion at one point. And Feck, nice to see you. And right now, the two legal participants, Blair and Robert Gibson, on the outside, but he's in the wrong part of town, getting triple teamed. Oh, nice monkey flip onto Brian Blair. You have some 2K19 news. Well, what is it, Brian? 27 years old, still kicking. And now a single leg Boston Crab onto Roddy Piper, who tagged in. I didn't see what was happening. I was reading some of the comments there. Then a backside slam onto Gibson. Yeah, because I saw some of the new match types and I was like, whoa, that definitely is a significant improvement, I will say that. Well, thank you very much, Doug. I try to come to your shows as often as I can. Sometimes they happen, like the shows happen at around the time I'm at work or running other errands, which happens, I hate to say. Oh yeah, a three-way tag team matches. You pre-ordered WWE for your birthday. Awesome. Well, now we have Piper and Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express now in the ring. Again, this is Team Memphis Wrestling against Team World Wrestling Federation. So that's really what this match is. I mean, because the 70s and the 80s, I mean, it was territory. It was the territory era. You had a number of promotional territories, and one of them was the World Wrestling Federation at one point. Oh, and then just slammed his head right onto the canvas, and now just beating his face in is Piper. Exactly, Doug. Exactly. Oh, face planted him, did Piper. And Piper, just ever since getting in, is doing pretty well against Gibson, who, if I'm not mistaken, Gibson has been in there for quite a while, actually. Oh, nice arm takedown. And a spinning neck breaker. Very, very good one. One, two. Ooh, almost had him though. But yeah, let's see. Wait, what happened? What happened, Beck? And while that happened, a tag to Ricky Morton, and someone's contacting me on my phone. Let me see what this is. And while that's happening, on the top rope is Ricky Morton. Nice drop kick. Oh. Okay, so no one was sending me any messages. Okay, cool. They took my notification off. Well, if that's the case, you can just put it back on. It's not a problem. And Jose Blanco, the brother of Brandon Cuevas. So now it is, ooh, slammed again. This time it was Ricky Morton who got it from Piper. And nice counter onto Piper. And one right back from Piper. And a headlock clothesline. So I had to resub to put my notification back on. Well, you could have just clicked the bell, but I guess that might have... I don't know what would have happened. Or maybe it was glitched and you had to do what you did, so maybe you did the right thing, Feck. So yeah, he is the younger brother. That doesn't necessarily mean he's little. It's just, you know, he's younger brother. And a spinning toe hold onto Ricky Morton. And now an Indian Deathlock. That's what the name of the move is. And that's enough to beat him. It's over. Roddy Piper leads his team to victory over Team Memphis. And the funny story is that Piper and Lawler were slated to feud in 1982. And the build-up was brilliant. The setup was brilliant. But the match that they were slated to have never came to be. Because Piper was... I believe he was intoxicated, and then the promoter at the time, Ole Anderson, got furious and terminated or rather fired Roddy Piper, and we never got that feud in '82. I mean, yeah, they did feud in '94, but it was under completely different circumstances, and both men were past their prime at that point, and it's sad that we never got it in '82. I will say that. I'm just younger than my siblings. Okay. And of course we have the Strawberry Doggo, the Pop-Tart girl, the Mario girl, Melissa. Great to see you. Good morning. And while that's happening, Mr. Perfect has been pulling double duty in this case, and now he gets to take on another rival of his in Hulk Hogan. And here's a guy that Hulk Hogan, had the AWA managed to hold on to Hogan, the AWA probably would have been the promotion to go up against the World Wrestling Federation. I don't know. We'll never know. Great to see you too, Taju, and everyone else. Let's see. Where is he? And of course, Hogan, in his feud with Mr. Perfect, excuse me, leads the best of 5 series, 1-0. You're playing Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 right now. Awesome. And I went, wow! From behind, Mr. Perfect, who of course already had a match, wants to get the upper hand on the Hulkster. And the chat is frozen on the game, right? Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like, what the heck's wrong with the chat? And then sometimes the chat doesn't get frozen. I don't know why. It just... I know the chat has been definitely acting weird. I will say that. But meanwhile, the Hulkster, it's back! Yay! But anyway, the Hulkster, of course, not going to take that lying down. Dropkick onto the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan. Oh, now going for the leg of Hogan. Trying to break it. Oh, nice clothesline by the Hulkster. But yeah, had AWA managed to hold on to Hulk Hogan and not let him walk, I guess AWA would be at the top, but then again, who knows what would have happened. And a clothesline onto Hulk Hogan that sends him to the outside. So yeah, it really picked up after that last tag match that we had. And thrown into the barricade. I want to bleed. Oh, I don't want to see you bleed. I would not want to see. Well, I wouldn't want to see you bleed, honestly. By the way, why would you want to bleed? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Why? Unless you mean like you want to bleed the colors of your favorite football team. And speaking of blood, the Hulkster just got busted open with that knee. But then Hulk, a suplex right up against the barricade. And Hogan gets back in the ring and wins by a count out. So even though Hulk Hogan got busted open, he got back into the ring in time to beat the 10 count. Because you cut yourself with my ring by accident. I don't know, I've been feeling weird lately. Well, maybe you just... I don't know, I've been feeling weird lately. I don't know why you would do that, but... Well, that was a very lackluster match, to say the least. I mean, yes, Hogan won the match, but... I'm pretty sure that's not the way he would have wanted it, and he got busted open in the process. And Joshua saying, I can make you bleed, but it'll get ugly. Oh, okay. And yeah, I say random stuff sometimes because my head hurts, so sorry about that. Happy face. And we were talking about the NWA World Champion. Well, there he is right now. Bruno Sammartino. I understand he has a major statement to make, so we will hear what he has to say. And then after this, we will have our bonus matches. And John, I hope you're still here because we will have the bonus matches before long. So yeah, the matches have gone relatively quick. I would have thought that some of them would have lasted quite a long time, but first we'll find out what Bruno has to say, especially as we get closer to WrestleMania. And I may as well mention, well, probably after this promo, this interview that we'll have, what the long-term plan is. Johnny, where were you? I believe he's playing he's playing on the Switch with Zelda, the original. Again, I'll have to check out more about the new Switch Online. But in the meantime, let's see what he has to say. Now, I've been in the ring long enough to know that when you stand inside of the ring, you're asking for trouble. You see, there's always someone hungry, someone eager to make a name for themselves, and they don't care at whose expense. That's why I'm out here tonight. Ooh, I wonder what it is. And before he could say anything else, it turns out someone has something to say. And it's Ric Flair, who of course never worked in the WW World Wrestling Federation at this time, but he would later on. But of course, let's also not forget that, you know, Bruno and Flair have had some words to say to each other long after their careers had ended. So this is a good way for them to finally come face to face in this universe and say what they have to say to each other. Alright, so what does Flair have to say? This wasn't the welcome that I'd hoped for, but I also hope I wouldn't be stuck in this town. I guess it's just not my night, but maybe it is, because this guy made the biggest mistake of his life by letting me into this ring, and I'm going to make him regret it. Oh, really? I kind of wish you didn't come out here because the beating I'm going to lay on you is going to embarrass you, your family, your relatives who aren't even born yet. I don't like embarrassing people that badly, but in this case, I'm going to enjoy it. Woo! You're just like everyone else before you who thought they deserved to be mentioned in the same breath as myself. And just like them, you're going to find yourself on the wrong end of a butt kicking by the toughest man in the WWF. Fine, go ahead. Challenge me to whatever you want. A match, a game of chess, checkers, basketball, hold your breath, stuffing marshmallows in your mouth, running, tossing coins in the air. It doesn't matter, I will beat you. I'm dripping with sweat. Why would you do that, Joshua? How so? I'm tired of seeing your face on the monitors and in person. Okay, we'll do something about it, Flair. Big words, little man. You're spoiling for a fight you know isn't going to happen tonight. But mark my words, we are going to fight at a time and place of my choosing. And when we do, they're going to be carrying you out in a stretcher. Oh, strong words by Bruno. Oh, he wants to fight real bad. I just want you to know there's no running from this, you sleaze. This is my ring. I own it. And if you hadn't wisened up to that yet, then maybe I will have to teach you. Mega Man 8. Not one of my favorites, but I know that it's a favorite of some other people, like my good friend Moogle Fantasy. Loves Mega Man 8. Seems like you're too scared to get in the ring with me and face me tonight. So run away, little boy, but know that one day you won't be able to run from the beating you've earned yourself, says Flair. Well, it looks like Flair got the better of that exchange, but not by much. But yeah, if these two didn't have any problems before, they definitely have problems now. That's all I will say about that. But I do have news concerning WrestleMania, which is coming up pretty soon. So I may as well show off the calendar while I have a chance to. And also I should ask... why would you want to do that, Josh? But, oh well. To each his own, I guess. He eats a Pop-Tart. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, so here's the calendar. So we will have WrestleMania. We will have WrestleMania 3 from 1987. We have WrestleMania X7 or 17 out of frustration. Well, I hope it's not a real rabbit, but anyway. We have WrestleMania 17 from 2001, and of course, this year's WrestleMania, which will feature, of course, Melissa, Brandon, and many of you guys who do have wrestlers. Now, being that WWE 2K19 is just around the corner, we will finish off this calendar month in the game. And our very final show on WWE 2K18 will be this, WrestleMania 18, or WrestleMania 2018, excuse me. And as far as WrestleMania 3 and X7 are concerned, when we conclude WrestleMania 3, all the wrestlers from 1970 to 1989 that wrestled exclusively during that time will be retired, and we will bring in more people that have been on the list for quite some time. And the same will go for when we end WrestleMania X7, in which we will bring in even more people and retire those who wrestled from 1990 to 2009. Although I might have to switch the order of this, but that's the overall plan, with the final show being on WrestleMania 2018. And then, of course, after that, I will have to set up for 2K19. So there will be a bit of a hiatus, but I do have something in mind to accommodate that, whether it be the Jackbox games or other games or other projects that I'm doing to pass the time until we get back to that. So that's the overall plan I wanted to at least share with you on that. So now that we got that out of the way, let's start the bonus matches. And I don't know if John is still here, but I know that Brandon is. So, as far as Brandon and 3 other guys are concerned, speaking of which, Brandon, are you still here? Drink some more water. Oh, and it was a porcelain rabbit. I didn't even read that yet. You're still here? Awesome. Well, now... Very funny, Joshua. Well, you do have a match, and... excuse me. And... basically what this is to determine a number 1 contender. Now, of course, yourself, and by yourself I mean Brandon, the Insane One, JT Price, and Blade Charge all have a legitimate claim to the United States Championship held by Lucius West. So yes, it is an elimination match, but it's also for another championship. So let's get the participants out here right now. First, let's get Brandon Cuevas. Then, where is he? The Insane One. And then, let's see, JT Price. I still have to fix him. I'll have to talk to JT as to what he wants to look like. And Blade Charge. And also, let me change the venue for this one. Where is he? What's a good one for this one? You know what? We'll go with this one. We haven't used this yet. And we'll go with that guy right there. Alright. So yes, this is an elimination match, but it's Extreme Rules in the sense. It's Extreme Rules, Falls Count Anywhere, elimination style. So that's what it is. And it's for the 24/7 championship held by Blade Charge. And of course, in addition to the championship, it's the 24/7 championship, that is, the winner will get the first opportunity to fight Lucius West for the United States Championship. Now, for Doug, I may as well mention that as to how West won the title. Doug, he won the championship in an Elimination Chamber match that he qualified for and won the championship. So he's been champion not even a week at this time, or closing in on a week, actually. And of course, the 24/7 championship is just like the hardcore championship in the World Wrestling Federation at the time. If you remember. And of course, Melissa also has a big match after this one. So I hope you stay tuned, Melissa, for that. And we are live in Dallas, Texas. And up first, this man going into that Elimination Chamber match was the ex-United States champion. And he would love nothing more than to win this match and get the first shot at it. And that man is Brandon Cuevas, the rebellious one. But yeah, Doug, I have a lot of gas. I don't know why. Definitely need to get some Gas X or something. Oh, there we go. And oh, Melissa, and while these guys come out, I just wanted to mention something to the Mario girl, if you're still here. But there you see Brandon. Behind that mask is the face of a man who wants that championship back. But he has to get by 3 people to do it. No, not that kind of gas, Doug. Very funny, though. But there you see him without his mask on. Brandon Cuevas. Very big man. But here you have the insane one. Another attire change and another look to his like his attire as well as his demeanor and his entrance. I mean, here's a man that wants to burn it down. Oh, thanks a lot, Doug. You didn't have to fart in my face. No, I'm just kidding. But it kind of looks like that. But here you have the insane one, another former United States champion. Oh yeah, thanks a lot for sharing us your throne. But I mean, here's a guy that has definitely gone out of his mind ever since losing the United States Championship. I mean, what happened was he put up the United States Championship to fight for the WWE Championship, and of course he lost, and also lost the championship outright. And when we crowned a new champion, a United States champion at that time, Brandon Cuevas was the one who ended up winning it. So there you see another guy that has another claim, that does have a claim to the United States Championship. And then you have 1/4 of the Q4 stable champions, JT Price, another ex-champion, United States champion that is. And of course, even though he does have a piece of gold, I mean, he would love nothing more than to become the United States champion again. Of course, whoever wins this match will fight for... Hey, why would you do that? Now, of course, I know that Joshua's just joking, but why would you do that? And then, of course, Price appealing to the fans, just showing off. And now, here we have Blade Charge, the 24/7 champion, who won a TLC match to get an opportunity out of frustration. Why would you do that? I'm just saying that just so, Doug doesn't get upset, But anyway, there you see the 24/7 champion. He won that championship in a battle royal. And when he was the champion, he won that TLC match that happened at the last Super Show, which granted him a spot in this match. And welcome back, John, and you're just in time for the bonus matches, and we'll have a match with you after this match. Same for Melissa if she's still here. And of course, this match is for the 24/7 championship. And again, the rules are the same as the hardcore title was back in the Attitude Era. If any man pins or submits, Blade Charge, being that he is the champion, becomes the 24/7 champion. But the ultimate winner will be the first in line for the United States title. You're playing Mega Man 8, and you're taking on Frostman. Okay. Oh, nice neckbreaker onto Blade Charge, then a suplex onto JT Price. Oh, nice double arm suplex onto Blade Charge. And Blade Charge and Insane One gonna fight outside the ring. Meanwhile, inside the ring is Brandon Cuevas and JT Price, as he just punches Cuevas, or Brandon. Oh, knee right to the gut of Cuevas. Meanwhile, Luthez pressed with punches right onto Blade Charge on the outside. Oh, very good counter by Blade Charge. So yeah, who do you guys think will win out of these four men? On the outside, oh, that brain buster on the outside onto the Insane One. And of course the Insane One has formed the Asylum. This time as the leader, and he brought in JT Price. So you would think that it would be a 2-on-2 match, but it's not that easy. I mean, JT Price just as much wants to be the United States champion as does the leader, Insane One. And of course, let's not forget that Blade Charge was originally part of the Asylum, but then got fired by the Insane One. And wait, what's wrong? Oh, and Blade Charge just got busted open with those punches by JT Price. And of course, Brandon was, well, for a moment he was busy with the Insane One. But now it looks like the members of the Asylum are going to fight each other. Then whipped into the corner of the barricade. One. Nope, kick out by Insane One. Then an elbow drop onto Blade Charge, and Blade is losing a lot of blood. And Blade Charge is now a bloody mess. By God. And JT Price very strong to pick up Brandon, but Brandon got out of it though. Oh, and a super kick onto JT Price. And now Blade going for a leg lock. Is JT Price going to get out of this one? And I'm not sure what Insane One's doing, but, well, nonetheless, JT Price escapes the move. Oh, and a brainbuster, this time onto the Insane One. But my God, look at the amount of blood that Blade Charge is losing. Of course, this is not the first time he's ever bled. But I've just never seen him bleed this badly before. Oh, and the Sister Abigail move. I don't know what he calls it, though. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and out goes JT Price. He's gone. And, oh, punch right to the nuts of Brandon Cuevas from the Insane One. And Brandon, yeah, it looks like Brandon's going to make him pay for it. And almost got a 3 count out of that. Oh, the ripcord knee onto Brandon. Blade Charge gets the pin. Almost got a 3 count. Wait, where's the referee? Oh, there he is on the far right left corner of the screen. Oh, there he is. I didn't see where he was. Like, where the hell did the referee go? Now thrown back in the ring. All 3 men get back in the ring. But Blade Charge, oh my God. Just looked like he came back from war. And speaking of Blade Charge, albeit it's Speranza, my lady friend, and of course she is using Blade Charge's account to speak with me. And right now, while Blade Charge is in the ring bloodied and battered, I am happy to have Speranza. And Speranza, I don't know if you know this, but you know, but I hope you enjoy your stay here. But now all 3 men. Oh, Snake Eyes right on the top turnbuckle. But, of course, Brandon has to be aware of Insane One at all times. And a pile driver onto the Insane One. And that could do it. 1, 2. And it was. Insane One gets eliminated. And all that's left is Brandon Cuevas and the 24/7 champion, Blade Charge. And if you're Brandon Cuevas, I mean, you have to find a way to finish the job. And if you're Blade Charge, you have to find a way to survive until you can get a win. But Blade Charge, oh, reverse powerbomb, but that might have taken all the strength that he had left. I mean, Speranza, what do you think about this whole thing? And now Blade Charge goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. The time it took from that reverse powerbomb to when he went for the cover might have given Brandon enough time to get out of it, but now Brandon has been busted open. And of course, Joshua's throwing a tantrum because he can't beat Frostman in Mega Man 8. Pinfall, 1, 2. Nope, turned into a Boston Crab, and now Blade Charge. I cannot believe this. Blade Charge, against all odds, not only wins the match, but he retains the 24/7 championship in spite of the fact that he was busted open and losing a lot of blood. Well, he does like to do moves when he hits himself. My gosh. But I mean, Blade did everything he could. Why was the referee all the way over there looking on that replay? Well, not to worry, Brandon. You still are owed a match with the United States champion. it just won't happen right away because the winner and still the 24/7 champion and the first in line to get a shot at the United States champion is Blade Charge. So yeah, Brandon, you'll get your chance again. But as you can see, look at the face of a man who went through hell. So Speranza, you might have to do some patchwork on Blade Charge, because I'm pretty sure he might have done the same for you when you had those death matches that you used to do. But yeah, John, are you still here? As well as Melissa. But yeah, big win for Blade Charge. He will get the first opportunity at the United States champion. Blade, I put that healing thing in your locker. So yeah. John? Melissa? But anyway, a big win for Blade Charge. And I forgot what else I was going to say. Well, let's see. And of course, there's Jose Blanco. And, oh shit, I forgot what I was going to do. Well, anyway, Melissa, if you're still here, I have a match for you. Or Chris Clark. I don't know if Chris Clark is still here, but yeah, the point of the bonus matches is that whenever we focus on the legends, then when we get to the bonus matches, those who have a character that are here would have matches. Some are just for show, others do have a significant plot point. And Blade Charge, oh my gosh. Blade Charge, how did you survive that whole thing? I mean, I honestly thought you were dead to rights, but instead I don't know how you did it, man. How did you do it? Did stupid stuff? Well, I don't think it was stupid. I just thought, well, I mean, you did get beat up quite a bit with a couple of fists to the face, but I mean, but still, it just goes to show that, you know, you can never underestimate the heart of a champion. And, you know, Blade Charge, he proved that. Well, let's see. Yeah, I was just wondering, is Melissa still here? Well, I guess Joshua, if you want, we may as well have that match that you did suggest earlier while we wait for Melissa or whoever else wants to come in on this. We will have or who knows, maybe Melissa's taking care of some errands or something like that. I don't know. That could happen. But one of the matches that was suggested by Joshua James was Big Show against Roman Reigns. And I guess this arena will do. Alright. Yeah, it is a no-holds-barred match. Alright, we'll have that then. Big Show, Roman Reigns. We'll find out if Big Show can put the big dog to sleep, or if the big dog is going to feast on the Big Show. And this time we are going to St. Louis, Missouri. Yep. And, oh, you're guessing the Big Show will get it. Frostman down. Awesome. Well, nonetheless, though, I gotta thank you, Joshua, for coming up with this match. Good. Now you can make ice cream. Oh, Speranza. I have something for you, dear. And for those of you who don't know, Speranza and I are courting each other, so to speak. Of course, Speranza is using Blade Charge's account to speak, and she doesn't have an account otherwise. No doubt Roman will make a big show out of this, and that's not a pun. Wow. And speaking of the big dog, Roman Reigns, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. His tag team champion, his championship tag team partner, Seth Rollins. He was also in that in the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title, and unfortunately for him, he ran into Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan put on one hell of a show himself for the WWE title inside the Elimination Chamber match. I mean, he started as one of the first two men, and he ended up being the last man standing when it was all said and done. And he eliminated all 5 opponents with the same move, the Yes Lock. That's something that I've never seen before, and I have a feeling I may never see again. The type of dominance that that Daniel Bryan displayed that night. So Daniel Bryan is currently the WWE Champion. Although B Super is going to say Roman for the win. But that could happen, though. If I remember correctly, Roman in his last match, he took on Logan Paul, the same Logan Paul that is on YouTube, and he lost to him in a tables match. But of course, this is a real match, and we'll see which one of these two big men will get the job done. Match underway, and Roman already going to work on the Big Show. Just clobbering on the Big Show and then clotheslining him. And is that it already? Nope, not even a 1 count though. Big Show shrugging it off. Can't even talk. Big Show just shrugging it off. And Big Show, oh, and a reverse powerbomb onto Roman Reigns, and now Big Show is large and in charge right now. And then he just steps all over Roman Reigns like he's nothing, like a doormat. Oh, then a stop right to the arm. And it looks like my good friend is online. Awesome. And yanks the top rope on Roman Reigns. And Reigns, what's he doing? Oh, nice counter by the Big Show, though. A fall-away pump handle slam. Wow. A pump handle fall-away slam. Excuse me. One. I thought for a moment he was going to go for a pin, but ended up. And now he's just repeatedly beating the face of Roman Reigns, which is what a lot of people would love to see. One. No. Well, now Big Show is taking control of this match. Now trying to go for the shoulder claw. I mean, that's not going to put him away, but that'll definitely weaken one of the shoulders of Reigns. Oh, and then a punch to the side of the face and then a kick to the back. And of course, when the Big Show does something to you, it hurts. But when he went for that spear, he ended up getting face slammed. Oh, the Superman punch. I know not everybody does, but I'm talking the vast majority, but still. I'm not going to take away the fact that Roman can put on great matches. It's just he's been shoved down our throats for so long. But whoa, look at the strength deadlifting the Big Show and then just powerbombing him. One. No. But I mean, I can see why Vince wants to make him the guy, but I mean, he's got the physical attributes to do it. It's just, you know, storyline is just not made Roman as beloved as, you know, Vince wants him to make him out to be. But right now, Roman's doing a pretty good job on the Big Show. Clotheslines him over the top rope and out. And now Roman, looks like Roman's going to fly. Wow! I'll tell you one thing. Roman, he can fly. And that's what he has to do against a man much bigger than him. And thrown onto the ramp. And welcome back, Chris Clark. And Chris, we are doing the bonus matches. And you haven't had a match yet. But this match is no holds barred. Now, of course, these guys... Ghostbusters? I don't know. I forgot I had my own account. Oh, you did? Well, anyway. Oh, Chris, you really want to fight me? All right. But don't say I didn't warn you, though. And Chris, I don't know if you know this, but, well, you'll find out after this match. But right now, it's a no-holds-barred match against Roman Reigns and the Big Show. Although, where's Roman going? Now, he gets back in the ring, though. But Big Show gets him, and then just does a normal fall-away slam. And Big Show had enough time to recover, and the big mistake that Roman made was allowing the Big Show to get back in contention in this match. And then a modified spear. I done beat him. Oh, okay. We'll see about that, Chris. But I mean, Chris has done pretty well. Growls at Chris does Speranza. I don't know if you know this, Chris, but Speranza and I are courting, and of course, didn't like that very much, did Speranza. But in the meantime, Big Show, weapon of mass destruction with that big right hand onto Roman. Is that it? 1, 2. No! I thought that was it, though. Well, Big Show might have to hit him again if he wants to put away Roman Reigns. And then Big Show just ramming the face of Roman Reigns onto that top turnbuckle. Oh, nice takedown onto the Big Show. 1, 2, no. a couple of elbows right to the Big Show. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot, Speranza, you do have a match alongside Melissa. I forgot that you're here. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, you're still here. It also involves you. And in the meantime, elbow right to Roman Reigns. And Roman going for... Wow, look at the strength of Roman. Powerbomb onto the Big Show. So yeah, Speranza also has a match. Well, that's up to Speranza, Chris. And in the meantime, Roman going right after the Big Show. Oh, and a running knee right to the side of the head. And I'm surprised these two are putting on a great match, all things considering. I mean, there was no build up to this. And a spear. And that could do it. Oh, tough words. 1, 2. And out goes the Big Show after that spear. And he could not recover from that. So big win for Roman Reigns. So B Super is going to be very happy that his guy, Roman Reigns, got the big victory there. She's not on this show. I get that she's not on the show, Chris. But in the meantime, the Roman Empire has been rebuilt again. And a big win against the Big Show. But yeah, I mean, I know that Chris's wife is a part of EXW, Elite Extreme Women. Also a great channel to check out as well. And of course, Blade Charge and your kid. Oh yeah, Kosuke. All right, so let's have that match, Chris, and we'll see who the best man is. And Chris will be accompanied this time around by a good friend of his. We find her. By Melissa against yours truly. And accompanying me will be none other than Speranza. Of course, I knew you would be happy with that. Also, let me change the arena first. So yeah, Speranza gets to walk with me, or escort me, so to speak. A clown and a toy museum? What? You know, let's go to this one. We haven't done that one yet. I have seen no mixed tags yet. I still want that, man. Very funny. Alright, we'll go with this guy right here. Doing... oh, Clown Man. Okay. Alright, well, here we go. Chris Clark against myself. Now, of course, each of us are accompanied by members of Evolution. And for Speranza, I may as well get her up to speed. And that your character, Speranza, has joined Evolution, which is based on the WWE's Evolution that came out in the mid 2000s, but it's also a reference to Elite Extreme Women's one of her shows, Susie the Elf's shows, Evolution. So it's kind of a two-parter right there. So Speranza, being that she's 25 years old, and Melissa, being that she's the youngest at 18, in the game that is, are the Batista and the Randy Orton of the group. So you have the two youngins in there, and they will escort yours truly and Chris Clark. You're flipping him off right now. Who are you flipping off, though? Well, 26 now. True. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your birthday was not too long ago. And there you see Chris Clark. Now, having been removed, and if you're wondering, Chris, where's the belt? Well, it's very simple. Chris, at the last Super Show, you and Omar Wolf defended the championships against Sonic and McButternugget John. And when it was all said and done, Sonic pinned you in that cage match. It was a cage match. You can't escape, but you can win by submission or by pinfall. And Sonic pinned you, and the McGrumps are now the new champions. Which is why you don't have a championship around your waist anymore. But that's not going to stop Chris from trying to get that title back, or who knows, he might try to go up to the world title. Or who knows, he might want to team up with Omar Wolf again. Only this time, have the rematch at WrestleMania. And then, of course, there you see me and the lovely Speranza. And I'll tell you one thing, Speranza, I don't know if you noticed, but she has, you know, I don't know if I want to mention that, but yeah, Chris, I have a plan to put you and Omar Wolf at WrestleMania against the now champions for the titles. That's if you want it then. If you want it right away, you may. So, but I'm just putting it out there that you could fight them at WrestleMania for it. But there you see me and the lovely Speranza, and equally as lovely Melissa. I mean, Melissa, I'll also have to ask Omar Wolf about that too. You know, after all, it's just as much for him as it is for you, so we'll see what he says, and we'll go with it. In the meantime, let's get on to this match with Chris Clark and myself. And now he's just slamming my head onto that top turnbuckle. And down I go. Toy Man? Not a chance, buddy. And by buddy, I mean Chris Clark. Ooh, nice counter onto yours truly, but... And I'm not sure what... Wait a minute, what were you doing? Well, whatever Chris was doing, he actually hit me with it. And now he's trying to go after my arm. I mean, Chris is doing what he has to do. I mean, he has to... He's going up against a big man such as myself. And he's got to chop me down to size. Because of how little he is. Oh, a knee right to the side of the head, and Chris might be calling for the CKO, but it looks like my character's not buying it. Yeah, a nice spine buster onto Chris Clark. But yeah, Speranza, how do you feel being out here? And especially with Melissa, even though she's your teammate on the other side. Just wondering how Speranza feels about that. And right now, I'm just stopping a mud hole on Chris. Oh, and he just... Oh, Chris, you cheap son of a gun, you raked my eyes. Ooh, nice power slam right to the turnbuckle, and she'll live. All right, Chris, I think it's time for you to experience the toxic toadstool, so it's time for you to go night-night, my friend. What? He gets out of it. Oh, wow. I'll tell you one thing. Chris found a way out of that. And Chris is going nuts here. I mean, how he escaped that, I'll never know, but... Oh. But instead, I take Chris onto the outside. Ooh, nice dropkick, though. Javier Esquivel. Nice to meet you. So yeah, welcome. And ooh, Chris went for the CKO, but I countered that really nicely. And wait, what's Chris doing? Oh, and a DDT from off the top rope, using the leverage to drop my head. Oh, and then, of course, the Randy Orton backbreaker. Okay, Snake. 041, okay. Well, you guys can also add him if you have a PS4, if you want. But I usually don't play very often, and if I do, well, I guess I'll leave you a message about that. A clothesline onto Chris Clark. Ooh, what a punch right to yours truly. And then a neck breaker. I mean, Chris is doing, Chris, one of the things I do like about this game, and I will give it credit where credit is due, the weight detection. When little guys go up against big guys, there are some moves that, they can't do against the big guys, but that they have an alternate moveset when they take on like a heavyweight, such as myself, when Chris is a cruiserweight. And of course, Chris can do the usual moves that he would do against men the same size otherwise. So that's what one of the things I do like about this game. And right now, Chris is stopping a mud hole in me. 2. And he... What? How does he beat me from that? Wow. Chris? I guess I must have been a lot hurt than I was. But, oof. And Iron Smasher 1024, it's great to see you, my friend. And so Chris does get some revenge. The last couple of times that Chris went up against me, I beat him and laid the smackdown on him, but this time around he beats me. And well, I just wanted to skip the rest of that, but welcome to the show, Iron Smasher. And Iron Smasher, I got your character ready. Returned, and Speranza has no emotion whatsoever. It's just like, what the hell just happened? as well as the fact that Melissa is on the outside happy that her good friend Chris won the match. Well, thankfully, Speranza, I'm not that hurt. I think really the only thing that's hurt is my pride, but sometimes I have to swallow it. But anyway, welcome to the show, Iron Smasher. And Iron Smasher, would you like to have a match? But big win, nonetheless, though, from Chris Clark. I mean, Chris Clark, you would. Okay. Let's see. Let's find a good match for you. We'll stick with the normal match. It's fine. And, well, first let's find an opponent for you. You're going for the... what? I think you meant to say a heavyweight belt or something like that. I don't know. But let's see. Who would be a good opponent for Iron Smasher? But who? Oh, you know what? Here's a guy that we haven't seen very much of, and that is Alex Trebek. Let's give him a match. I haven't used him in quite a while, but there's Iron Smasher. A new look, otherwise. Alright, let's change the arena first and foremost. I might have to give Chris Clark a match with the new champion. And of course, like the old saying goes, if you can beat the champion in a non-title match, I would give him... Let's see, where is it? I think it's this one right here. So yeah, that's a bonus match that we'll have for the next show that we'll have. But in the meantime, it's going to be Alex Trebek against Iron Smasher. Will Alex Trebek use his wit to beat the Iron Smasher, or will Iron Smasher use his power and his youth to take down the old man and put him in jeopardy? So place your bets. Who do you think will win, Alex Trebek or Iron Smasher? Excuse me, I had something in my nose. Where's the... Oh, there's a water bottle. So yes, Iron Smasher making his return after a somewhat lengthy absence, but I'm happy to have him back nonetheless. And we are in the Henry Jacobson Forum, which is named after my father, Henry Jacobson. Well, introducing first, he is the longtime host of Jeopardy and has been a game show host since 1963. His first hosting job was Reach for the Top, which was a quiz show for schools and colleges alike, and that the winning college in a tournament style, the college and the institutions that won the tournaments would win cash scholarships, and for the students they would win an assortment of smaller prizes and trips around the world, among other things. That was his first game show hosting gig. But of course, most of you know him as the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek. And out of character, I may as well say that whoever did this version of Alex Trebek did a great job with him. Because that's an accomplishment, because I never would have suspected anyone would have done a great job with Alex Trebek. But up next is his opponent. And Iron Smasher doing the dance as he returns from a lengthy absence, and I gotta tell you, he looks really, really good, and I mean, he's been hitting the gym quite a bit. The ninja was what? Ninja or super vampire? I mean, could you? I mean, I was about to say, do you have a name for the ninja? Because I already have a vampire in Vampiro, the real-life wrestler. And already a punch right to the face of Alex Trebek. Of course, Iron would be kidding himself if he underestimated Alex Trebek, and that would definitely not be a good idea. And right now, Alex Trebek is all over him, choking him out. Now a whip into the ropes. And now just punching him in the face is Iron Smasher onto Alex Trebek. And for a moment I thought he was going to fly, but he didn't quite get it. Oh, nice counter by Trebek. And then a big boot onto Iron Smasher. And so far, Trebek is doing pretty well himself. Oh, missed that double axe handle, though. Oh, and a backbreaker onto Iron Smasher. Then a snap suplex on Iron, and so far Iron, of course, with Rust, I would have to imagine it took a little bit out of him, but... Oh, nice counter onto Trebek. Nice back kick. Oh, nice spinning face buster. Now goes to the top rope. Nice moonsault and a pinfall. One. No, kick out by Trebek. And now going for the Iron Sleeper. But instead, countered by Trebek. Oh, nice counter by Trebek, though. Picks him up and suplexes Iron. And now going for a shoulder claw, and that could put him away, but of course, Iron is a very young man. You're going to have to do more than that to hurt him. I mean, it's a good wear-down move, but not when it comes to trying to win the match. But nice snake eyes onto Trebek. Oh, nice modified back kick. 1. No, not even a 1 count, though. Well, went for a drop kick, but he missed. Nice jawbreaker there. And a drop toe hold. And a super kick. And nope, that did not put away Trebek, though. I mean, of course, Trebek at his age really cannot take too many moves like that and expect to win. He has to slow the pace down, whereas Iron has to pick up the pace. And a dragon screw onto the leg will not help that cause. For Iron, that is. Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of them, especially with the new match types. And I was surprised that they included 5-man match types, triple threat tag team, fatal 4-way tag team, and then an additional backstage area. But I mean, there's a couple of other match types I would love to see, like a mixed tag match. And oh, nice spinning face buster. And is that enough to do it? 1, 2, no. For a moment, I thought that was it. And then going right back to choking Iron Smasher. And now going for a surfboard stretch, which is the official name of the move. A back elbow. And power bomb. And then an elbow to follow that up. And Iron Smasher going to the top rope. Let's see if he can hit this. Oh, the 450 splash, and the Money in the Bank creator. I mean, it's okay, but, or who knows, it could come in handy for later on. Nice hip toss, though, by Alex Trebek. Very, very good arm drag to Trebek. And a counter by Trebek. What a match this has been. Oh, and welcome back, Melissa. You haven't had a match yet, but it's great to see you again. But yes, Trebek and Iron Smasher putting on one heck of a match, better than I thought it would be. And Iron Crusher. Iron Crusher. And is that enough to do it? 1, 2, 3. No! I guess the fact that it took a little bit too long between the Iron Crusher and the pinfall attempt might have given Trebek enough time. Powerbomb and an elbow combination again. And what's up, Melissa? Hi again. Nice shoulder tackle onto Iron Smasher, and now, wait a minute. The Jeopardy Twist, that's what he calls it move. I forgot the name of the move already. The Jeopardy Twist, is that enough to do it? 1, 2, and it was. And Alex Trebek did it not just once, but twice, and it took 2 of those to put away Iron Smasher. But Iron Smasher put on a great match. It just was not enough against Alex Trebek. So it just goes to show that the old man could do it again. The sky is up. How are you again? I'm doing fine. And, well, now that you're here, Melissa, I'm about to give you your match, as well as Speranza a match as well. Back had a phone call, but yeah. Wait, what's up, Javier? What do you mean by that? And while that's happening, Alex Trebek gets the big win over Iron Smasher. All right. I oh, let me just stretch my back here. But this will definitely end off our show here. So let's go to our 4-on-4 match type here. And it will be for the Four Queens Championships. Well, first let's get the challengers. We have Susie the Elf. The newest member in Speranza. And then, of course, you have the very mighty Minerva. And then, of course, the Pop-Tart girl herself, Mario Girl Melissa. We'll keep that attire there. And the champions. We have Charlotte. Wait, where is she? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong list. Bailey. Becky Lynch. And oof, my style's back to normal. I had you wear the other attire because you were in, you were training for that big fight that night. Okay, where is she? Oh, Sasha, where is she? Oh, there she is, Sasha Banks. So, this is for the Four Queens Championships. It's kind of like the Staple Championships. So, it's a 4-on-4, or rather, a 4-person team championship. That's what it is. And it's held by the 4 horsewomen, Charlotte, Bailey, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks. And let me get the arena here. Oh, not the rules. And Javier says he likes women's matches. Ooh, very awesome. Let's get... Alright, we'll go with this one right here. Why not? Alright, there we go. So for Melissa, this is her chance to win her first championship. And it's against the same women that they lost to when we crowned the championship for the first time. But we'll see if it turns out to be a different story. So yeah, Melissa is definitely the one dressed up as Mario in pink and red. And then, of course, we've had Speranza on the show earlier. I don't know if Speranza's still here, but Speranza has definitely been a great addition to the team. But we'll see if that's enough to get the victory. As we are live here in Orlando, Florida, for this big, big match that we're going to have. And you know what? I forgot to turn off the entrances. Damn it. Especially since they're not set to team with each other outside of Universe Mode, so that's my fault there. Well, there you see Susie the Elf. May as well show her off. And then, let's see, who's this? So much oof. Oh, of course. Speranza. Typo, I know. And she is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And you'll notice that she has a lot of scars on her. And it turns out that Speranza was, I guess you could say she was part of Ultimate Fighting, in a sense. Like, she was she was in a promotion where they had a lot of barbed wire matches. And as you can see, there are just some of the scars that she has on her body. And I just felt so bad that she had to go through that before she caught her big break. And no doubt it has definitely made her tougher. I would not want to wish that upon anybody, man or woman. But that's what she had to do in order to make a living, did Speranza. I mean, she had no one else to turn to, really. So that's really what Speranza's story is about. A rags to riches type of story, so to speak. It actually kind of looks good on her, to be honest. What, the scars? Well, here's something that definitely looks good on her. And by her, I mean the mighty Minerva. Like, she and Melissa survived in that last match that they had against Team Overwatch, as well as Alexa Bliss. Otherwise known as Melissa's big sis. I knew it. I knew it. And then, of course, you have the Mario Girl. And Melissa, while that's happening... Well, actually, let's watch this first before we get any further than this. There you see the Mario Girl herself. I mean, look at her. She's doing some dance moves and everything. Oof. But anyway, I may as well mention to Melissa that, I don't know if you know this, but Minerva on her own channel also is going to do a wrestling show. And, you know, Minerva, while she was hosting the show and I were talking in the chat, and I asked her, are you in need of any women as far as the women's division on your show? And she says yes. And then I proposed, what if we could bring in your little sis, that would be you, Melissa, into Minerva's own company? And I was definitely thrilled about that. And I was able to share you to Minerva. And there's the Four Queens Championship. That's what they're going for, those belts that Bayley has with her. But yeah, Minerva has decided to put you on her show, on her channel. So slowly but surely, we're introducing the Four Queens Championship, and much like the male counterpart, each belt is different. Some have different colors. Well, actually, all of them have different colors on each of the belts. And I'll show you the designs of the belts after this match, win or lose for Melissa. Yeah, I hate when the chat freezes, but then again, it's something that has not happened all that much. And here's another one of the championship belts that, again, look different. But they definitely can rock the belts, I can tell you that much. Alright, match underway finally, and we have Charlotte and Susie the Elf to begin the match with. And already Susie in a bit of trouble on the wrong part of town here. And then whipped into the post, and already Susie in a bit of trouble here. And a suplex right onto the outside. The count is up to 4 now. But Susie fighting back though. And does the same right to Sasha, but then gets rammed into the post by Charlotte. And counted out was Minerva. I hate when I put full screen in a live stream, the comments appear and I can't see anything. I know, I hate that. But I'm pretty sure you hate it just as much that Susie the Elf just got counted out. Thanks in large part to Sasha Banks and Charlotte. So now already your team is down 3-4. So it is up to the rest of you to carry the load. Oh, because Susie got counted out, that's what. Yeah, Susie got counted out for a count of 10 on the outside. And speaking of that, Susie's still out there. But she's not moving, though. Let me go out of character for a moment. Okay, I really hate the glitch that when you get counted out, sometimes you don't exit the ringside like you're supposed to, and you're just standing there. I really hate that glitch. But anyway, back to character now. Alright, so a quick tag right to Minerva, and Minerva's going to have to clean house if her team has any chance. No, Minerva didn't get counted out. It was Susie who got counted out. No. Yeah. Oh, what a punch right to Minerva, taking her down. I'll tell you one thing, the 4 horsewomen, I mean, they're doing everything they have to do to hold on to those championships. Yeah, if I said Minerva, I'm sorry about that. I meant Susie. So that was a huge faux pas on my part. But yeah, now Minerva is in a lot of trouble, especially in the wrong part of town here. Oh, a neck breaker though. And now Banks sent to their part of the corner there. And a full Nelson leg sweep facebuster. And Minerva fighting back, realizing that she's in deep trouble here. And a tag right to Speranza. This is not a good start, I know. Oh, and a double kick right to the head both ways. And then a moonsault, sorry. But then a quick tag to Bailey. Clothesline. A forearm, and then another clothesline. Yes, definitely not a good start. And then a T-bone suplex right up against the turnbuckle. Onto Speranza. But then a knee lift right to Bailey. And a tag right back to Minerva. Ooh, nice counter by Minerva, though. Nice spine buster. And then... And now, wait a minute. What's she doing? Now takes off the top turnbuckle pad. Or I ate too many Pop-Tarts. Or didn't eat any. Oh! Slammed right into that top... into that corner without the top protection. And that might have hurt Bailey really bad. But a counter by Bailey. Sunset flip with a pinfall. 1, 2. Ooh, almost had her. Almost had her. I mean, well, you guys can talk during the match, man. But then again, I guess it is up to Melissa. A slam and then an elbow right to Speranza. Oh, but nice counter by Speranza. And a tag right to Minerva. And Minerva. Oh, nice backbreaker. And powerbomb onto Bailey. I mean, this is a good strategy. You got to keep one of these girls in Bailey in this case. And try to work on her. And then a quick tag to Charlotte, I believe. Oh, very good counter onto Charlotte, though. And another one onto Charlotte. I mean, of course, Melissa does have a date with Destiny at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. So at least that's what Melissa has going for her. 1, 2. I thought you stopped eating Pop-Tarts, or do you just eat them when you're nervous? That's a good question. Spinning neckbreaker onto Minerva. And Minerva needs a little bit of help here. I eat them every day. I mean, because... Oh, nice counter onto Charlotte. Picks her up, but Charlotte counters again. And Charlotte doing the smart thing and keeping Minerva from tagging out. Oh, now working on the knee of Minerva. I mean, you take out her legs, you take out a huge portion of Minerva's power, and now a figure 4, or now turned into a figure 8 onto Minerva, and is Minerva going to get out of this one? Is that why you're full of energy? Wow. Oh no. But Minerva escaped, but how much damage was done? And a dropkick onto Minerva. And a quick tag onto Speranza. Oh, and a couple of knees right to the sternum. And then one right to the head. Am I going to download the Ninja? Well, what's his... does the Ninja even have a name or something like that? And plus the roster is full at the moment, but never say never, though. But I mean, I'm not just going to download a generic Ninja. I mean, does the Ninja even have a name or backstory or anything like that? I mean, I could probably see, like, Ryu Hayabusa from... I'm trying to think of other famous ninjas, like Naruto or someone like that. And a pinfall on Speranza. 1, 2. Nope, kick out by Speranza. So yeah, I want... What I look for is, you know... When I look to download someone or put them onto the company, I'm looking for people that have personality, not just a generic character. So if the Ninja has a backstory or something like that, I can work with it. But wait, 1, 2, nope. Kick out by Speranza, but yeah. If your Ninja has a character, so to speak, I don't see why not. And now Speranza taking a hold of Charlotte. But Charlotte fighting back, though. But yeah. And, oh, and a backpack stunner. That's what that move is. So it's not a no. Let's see. The Ninja is a superhero. Well, okay. Well, that makes a lot better sense that if it's you that's the Ninja. So basically, it's you as a ninja. I think that definitely, that's a huge improvement right there. An attack to Minerva, but also a tag to Becky Lynch. Oh, nice takedown onto Lynch. And it looks like Minerva could set up Lynch for something, but Lynch fights out of it. But, I mean, Lynch is very, very quick. And that kind of poses a problem for Minerva. I mean, yeah, Minerva's big and strong, but when you pick up the pace against Minerva... Now, wait a minute. I forgot what it was called. Shoot. Anyway. And now going for her submission move, the disarmer on to Minerva. And Minerva taps out, and that was the one move from Becky Lynch that you had to avoid at all cost. And that was the disarmer. And now Melissa comes in. It's 2-on-4 now. And Melissa could be in deep trouble. Whoa, what a slam. A pump handle Uranage onto Melissa. And then a T-bone suplex to Melissa. And yeah, Melissa's not too happy, and rightfully so. I mean, her team already lost Susie the Elf through a cheap count-out loss. And all the champions have to do is start picking apart Melissa as well as Speranza. And if you're Melissa as well as Speranza, you got to slowly but surely take out the rest of the champions one by one if you have any chance. Diamond Cutter onto Becky Lynch. But you got to stay on her, and that's a big mistake that Melissa just made there. What did I tell you? And a pinfall on Melissa. Nope, not even a 1 count there. A kick to the back, although I think that might have pissed off Melissa, though. Power slam onto Lynch. Then a neck breaker. Although, wait a minute. Setting up for the Pop-Tart. No! What a counter by Lynch, though. I thought for a moment Lynch was going to get the Pop-Tart powerbomb, but countered. But then thrown onto the outside, and what's Lynch doing here? Goes off the ropes. Oh, went for a suicide dive, and that might have taken out Melissa as well as Lynch. But now both women are on the floor. Oh, now trying to take out the legs of Melissa. But then a jawbreaker to Lynch. Then a gutbuster to Lynch. Then a leg drop. And now both women are on the outside, and they could get counted out. Both of them could. But Melissa's going to try to get back into the ring and hope that Lynch gets counted out, though. Oh, but Lynch manages to get back in before the 10 count. So Lynch is still in. And now Speranza, what's she going to set up for? Pile driver onto Lynch. That could do it. But whatever she was going to do, she didn't get a chance to do it onto Lynch. A knee right to the head of Speranza. Okay. And then a knee right to the gut, and then a clothesline onto Speranza. Oh, very nice takedown on the Lynch, though. But then attack right to Sasha Banks. I'm not sure what Speranza was trying to do, but whatever she was going to do, she didn't do it. And she may be paying for that one. A back suplex onto Speranza. Then a Shining Wizard onto Speranza. No, not even a 1 count, though. Now trying to work on the head with a neck crank. But Speranza fights out of it, though. Oh, rammed her into that unprotected... Oh. Again, every time Speranza as well as Melissa try to do something on the champions, they always have an answer to the champions for everything. And a pile driver, this time to Banks. And now attack to Melissa. And Melissa's going to fly. What's she going to do here? A double axe handle, but missed. Nope, countered by Sasha. Oh, nice flapjack onto Banks. And I'm not sure what Melissa's trying to do. Just trying to stand there looking pretty. I mean, we all know that Melissa's pretty. There's no secret about that, but you got to get it done in the ring. And clotheslined on the top rope is Banks. And a diamond cutter. Ooh, you're a ninja. Awesome. A diamond cutter onto Sasha Banks. But Banks fights back. And now, wait, Banks going to go for... Oh, nice counter, but right below the belt to Banks. And is that enough to do it? 1, 2, no, not quite. But I never would have suspected Melissa would go below the belt. And then a neck breaker. And I'm not sure what Melissa was going to do, but now a tag right to Bayley, though. Is that legal? Oh, nice German suplex, but a nice flipping counter by Melissa. Then a gutbuster to Bayley. And then a belly-to-belly to Bayley. Oh, stopping on the arm. Just going to work on that. Nice counter onto Mario Girl. But then thrown outside is Mario Girl. And wait, what's Bayley doing? Bayley goes off the ropes and also does a suicide dive onto Melissa. Although, unfortunately, she's in the wrong part of town here. Yep, now she's getting triple teamed by 3 of the women. And, well, a little bit of an accident onto Charlotte, though. Oh, and a neckbreaker, and I mean, both Bayley and Melissa are risking getting counted out here. Oh, whipped into the steps. Is Melissa going to get back in? Yes, she does. She gets back in. I was hoping that she wouldn't get counted out there. And a T-bone suplex onto the up against the suplex onto Melissa. And now Bayley going to go to the top rope. And she went for an elbow drop and missed. And a tag right to Speranza. I mean, these 2 youngins are doing everything they can to stay in this. And a pinfall. 1, 2. Nope, kick out by Speranza. Then a snap suplex onto Banks. And now whipped into the corner. And it looks like Melissa's beating up Banks on the in the background there. Oh, and a backbreaker to Speranza from Bailey, though. And Bailey on the second rope. Well, she missed, though. A back suplex, nonetheless. Now thrown over the top rope is Bailey. Now wait, what's Speranza doing? Oh, and a DDT right on the apron, and that might knock out Speranza, or not Speranza, excuse me, Bailey. And then a ripcord knee onto Banks to add insult to injury to her. Then a running knee onto Banks, and that will knock her out for the moment. But again, much like Susie the Elf, they are risking getting counted out here. But then thrown back in the ring is Speranza. And a quick tag to Melissa. Clothesline. Another one. And another one. And now going for a heel hold onto Bailey is Melissa. Is Bailey going to get out of this one? No, she doesn't. She taps out, and the match will continue 2-on-3. And a hip toss to, not to Becky Lynch is, yeah, Becky Lynch is the legal woman in this match. And now a pinfall, 1, 2, nope, broken up just barely by Charlotte, but now it is 2-on-3 now. After Melissa took out Bailey. So Melissa and Speranza still have a chance to win. And now going for another submission. This is called the Chancery. And she tapped out Becky Lynch. Now it's 2-on-2 now. Melissa is kicking butt here. Well, now we're down to 2-on-2 now. After 2 tap outs onto Lynch, and now, or Bailey and then Lynch, excuse me, now we're down to 2-on-2. Well, there goes Bailey, and a frog splash, and she hits it this time. 1, 2, no, kick out by Melissa. Although, wait a minute. Oh, nice cross-arm neck breaker onto Melissa. And then a running bulldog. And Banks has to be, I don't know if she's running out of gas or fumes or whatever, but now Sasha could be going for, she might be going for the Banks statement. Oh, but too close to the ropes was Melissa, and that might have saved her. Although I'm not sure what, okay, what's Banks doing? Well, she's going for the cover. 1, 2, no, kick out, just barely by Melissa though. Tell you what, Melissa is putting on one hell of a match herself. Although I'm not sure what, okay, what the hell is Banks doing? Well, whatever it was, it gave Melissa a chance to get back on her feet, though. Oh, nice two-handed facebuster onto Banks. And now a tag to Speranza. That's just a glitch that Quite honestly, it's one of those glitches where if you get counted out, sometimes you don't even leave the ring. I really hate that. Nice suplex and a pinfall. 1, 2. That's a good question. How is Melissa still here? Nice snap takedown onto Melissa. Oh, and a bitch slap right to Speranza, though. Of course, this is not the first time that Speranza had been bitch slapped, and it won't be the last. A tag right to Charlotte now. But then a clothesline to Charlotte. And if you're Charlotte, I mean, you have, as well as Sasha, I mean, you have to realize now the odds are not with you anymore. It's 2-on-2. And a flapjack onto Speranza. And a drop kick, and she hits it this time. And Charlotte celebrating, but she better not count her chickens before they hatch. Now goes up to the top rope. And she hits that moonsault. Ooh, nice counter by Speranza, though. But a powerbomb onto Speranza, though. And welcome back, John. And you're just in time to see, well, I would call it the Q4 Championships, but it's the Four Queens Championships, so it's the women's version of it. 1, 2. Oh, saved barely at the last second by Melissa. So Melissa has a chance to win the Four Queens Championships, and welcome back, John. And Speranza, who is Melissa's tag team partner for this match, is doing pretty well against Charlotte, the blonde. Yep, it's the Four Queens Championship. The men's version is the Q4 titles. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, broken up by Sasha Banks. But yeah, it's for the Four Queens titles. And ooh, nice. Yeah, all I did was just reverse the letter and the number, but otherwise it's the same championship. You know, just with a different gender for that. But you guys still have your own championships, though. And plus, John, you're the new tag team champion, baby. I say baby a lot. Nice leg drop onto Charlotte. And now all Melissa and Speranza have to do, slowly but surely, is work over Charlotte. I mean, Melissa has already forced Bayley and Becky Lynch to submit to get to this point. And then rammed into the unprotected turnbuckle, and that might knock out Charlotte. And down she goes. And now once again goes for the heel hold submission. Is she going to get Charlotte to tap out here? And she does. And now Melissa and Speranza are ahead 2-1. And the one woman left for the champions is Sasha Banks. And so far, Melissa has eliminated all 3 of the champions thus far. But can she make it 4 for 4? Wait, pinfall 1, 2. Nope, kick out by Melissa. This is incredible. I mean, Melissa is on the verge of winning her first championship in the company. And then a flapjack. And a pinfall. Is this it? 1, 2. 4 for 4 on Wendy's. Yeah. I might have to get some Wendy's sometime before long. And a cross-arm neckbreaker. And a pinfall on Melissa again. 1, 2. No, kick out by Melissa again. Melissa is proving to herself to be a worthy challenger to the Women's Championship of the World. But that's another story for another time. Oh, and wow, a bitch slap right to the face of Melissa. Although, wait, what's Sasha doing here? Oh, knees right to the chest, or not the chest, excuse me, the sternum of Melissa. 1, 2. And finally, Melissa is eliminated. But Melissa did so much to get her team to have a chance to win. And now it is up to Speranza to win it for Melissa and the rest of the team. Speranza drop kick from off a slingshot. But give Melissa a lot of credit. Win or lose, she has nothing to be ashamed of. Oh, nice takedown onto Speranza, though. So now it's down to a one-on-one match. And Speranza gonna go for a pile driver. And I think that's the second one onto Banks. And hello there, Mr. NWF. Great to see you, man. You know what? I have an idea for you and John. It's going to be Rick Race, that would be NWF's character, against John. Meanwhile, Speranza now going for a double underhook suplex. Another one. And a double underhook facebuster. But is this it? Is this it for Sasha Banks? 1, 2. It is! Speranza finishes the job, and I mean, it looked very bleak. It really did, with Susie getting eliminated by countout, Minerva tapping out to the disarmor from Lynch. But slowly but surely, Melissa, well, there you saw Minerva getting eliminated, but Melissa would go on to eliminate Bayley, Lynch, and Charlotte, but then Banks would eliminate Melissa, and Speranza finishes the job on Sasha Banks. And Speranza, Minerva, Susie the Elf, and Melissa are the new 4 Queens champions. Melissa has won her first championship in the company. Unbelievable. And yes, it is great to see you, Mr. NWF. My God. Well, first let me crown the championships, and then we'll get to John and Mr. NWF's match. But wow. I mean, what a comeback. Being down 2 men, or 2 women, I should say, to 4 women, and then coming all the way back to win. Just goes to show the kind of women that Speranza and Melissa were and are. So now it's time to crown the new championships. Where are they? Okay, So yeah, you still have the Q4 titles right here. But now you have the 4 Queens titles, so let's see. I'll give Speranza that one. But my God, I'm still in shock. The fact that Melissa put on the performance of a lifetime and won. Yep, got it. There we go. Okay, so now that we got that taken care of, let's give John and Mr. NWF a match. Okay, perfect. Okay, it's where is he? MBN John and Handsome Rick Race. There he is. Make sure the referees are taken care of. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Good luck to Mr. NWF and to John for this match. But yeah, any thoughts on what just happened and any thoughts on this match right here? The old school family. Well, I mean, how is the old school family, by the way? Well, unless you're referring to me and Sean and yourself. As we are live in Des Moines, Iowa for this one. So yeah, good luck to John, who is now one half of the tag team championships, the champions. The world tag team champion, John. And of course, he's wearing his Clark Kent. The triple threat, us. Ooh, yeah, the old school family's doing good. Sean's doing well, I'm doing well, and I'm hoping that you are doing great. So there you see him, John, with the championship that he and Sonic won at the last Super Show. And Mr. NWF, you are coming off a strong victory when you took out Sean Shamrock in a First Blood match. I mean, I honestly thought he would have beaten you, but, you know, he won. He came to play. But yeah, John, I don't think he'll need luck. He has been training in the gym, and I mean, and he also does have a very strong football background. Does John? But now you have Mr. Old School, Mr. NWF himself, Handsome Rick Race. Of course, a lot of wrestlers wore robes back in the days, in his time. All right, match underway. Here we go. Oh, nice leg drop facebuster onto Race. Oh, but Race came back and just punched him. Nice spinning neck breaker. And at this moment, this will be the last match because I do have some other stuff to take care of. So that's why I did the show very, very early. in the morning where I'm from. And I'm not sure what John was going to do, but he didn't get it. Oh, kicks the legs right from underneath Mr. Race. Nice Hurricane Rana. Very, very effective move against the big man. I mean, they're both the same size, but Race outweighs him by a good 25 pounds. But, I mean, John, like I said before, he goes to the gym, and he has a football background in that he plays football for his team. And then you have Gunshot. Nice to see you, man. Nice slingshot drop kick onto Race. Now, of course, Race wrestled at a time when most guys kept it on the ground. But that's not going to stop Race from trying to win. And now John doing something that most of the guys from Mr. NWF's time used to do, and that was doing a lot of wear-down moves. But then a slingshot off the top rope onto John. But yeah, great to have you, Mr. Gunshot. A float over DDT, nice move onto Mr. NWF, Rick Race. And nice Hurricane Rana from off the top rope, and that could do it. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. And now doing something that Mr. NWF would do in his time, and that was, you know, a lot of guys from the 1970s and the 1980s used to do a lot of wear-down moves. They didn't used to fly as much as they do now. But a nice Northern Light suplex from Race. Then a kick to the back. And double underhook suplex onto John. I mean, it's an old school move, but it's an effective move on John. And John, pretty much realized that Rick was going to do something with the submission with his legs, but wouldn't allow it. Nice drop kick onto Race, though. And a pile driver onto Race. A very classic move again, but a very effective one. But a clothesline, though. And a back suplex. Another one. And then a German suplex. And now John looks like he's in a bit of trouble here. And now set up in the torture rack. Torture rack backbreaker. And he's put away a lot of men with that move. 1, 2, no, kick out. Well, at the current moment, I may as well answer the question, when are you going to debut? Well, I do have a list of people. At the moment, the roster is full. However, with WrestleMania just around the corner, we will be getting to that point where I'm going to start retiring guys, and in their place will be guys like those who are on the waiting list, which would include Javier. That is, if you are still active in the streams when I do them for the most part. 1, 2. But yeah, you always got to be active on the live streams, because that's one of the ways you get in. I mean, you don't just get in by asking. You get in by being an active participant in the chat. And it's not just in wrestling shows. It's also like other shows that I do, or other videos, things like that. And if you are, I don't see why you don't debut. I don't see how you do not debut. So You know, you have to be active. That's what I'm saying. And if you are, you'll be in. So it's not a matter of if, it's really is a matter of when. Because even I don't know that. Well, thank you very much. I might have to check out your stuff too while I'm at it. And in the meantime, Race now going for the figure 4, and he's put away a lot of men with this move. And is John going to get out of this one? John in a bit of trouble here. Oh, but could not get John to submit, but goes for the cover instead. 1, 2, no, kick out by John. What a match this has turned into. I mean, this is a difference between two styles. Old school in Rick Race and new school in John. And hello, Core is Omega. Another torture rack backbreaker. And is that enough to do it? 1, 2. No! I was certain that was it for John, but John is proving why he is one half of the tag team champions of the world. I mean, a victory for Race would definitely, against a champion, would definitely help him in the rankings. Nonetheless, I will tell you that much. But what a match this has turned into. A knee right up against the head of John. And now Race is starting to take over this match. And if John doesn't do something, John is not going to last very long. Well, thank you, Core. And now, oh, now wait a minute, a dirty pin. Come on, ref. 1, 2. Oh, but he's still kicked out anyway. Although I think that might have pissed off John. Oh, wait. Nice DDT onto John. But what a match this has turned into. Oh, now goes right after the arm now. Nice counter by John. And, uh-oh, now going for the McGrump's Cloverleaf. The Cloverleaf. And what just happened there? You gotta be kidding me. The Cloverleaf puts away Rick Race. I mean, Rick Race did everything he could to John, but it just was not enough. Unbelievable. John manages to put away Mr. NWF Rick Race with that Cloverleaf. Unbelievable. I mean, Rick did everything he could to John. And in fact, at one point or another, I thought it was over. Whether it was the figure 4, as well as the one of 2 Argentine backbreakers. That's what they were really called. I'm sorry. I mean, right there, I really thought that was it. I really thought it was over. And the referee was, 2.5 right there. But as you saw, Comeback Central came to life as John got the big victory. So, let me see. I forgot what it was called, well, anyway, my PS4 is exactly what you think it is, and I'm talking to Javier, by the way. But big win for John as he proves why he is one half of the tag team champions. Grotus! Well, you know what? I may as well do this since Grotus is here. I'm going to do this right now. So, Grotus. Let's see, Grotus. Who has he not fought in yet? Yeah, that was an awesome match. Yep, you're just in time. I know. I was about to say I can't believe you got here though. Put me back to back with Grotus. Oh, that's right. He did want a match with me. You know what? I got an idea. I got an idea. Let's see. We have Grotus, John, Mr. NWF, who else? Iron Smasher, Brandon Cuevas. Who would be the other person left? Oh yeah, and Blade Charge. I have an idea. I got it. I got this. Let's go with... We'll go with this one. And let me change the rules really quickly before I forget. And it has to be done pinfall or submission. Okay. There we go. Also, let me pick a good arena for this one. But yes, I have an idea. And Frog Face. Alright, we'll go to the forum. Why not? Ribbit, ribbit. So anyway, how's it going, Mr. Frog Face? Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we have LP Grotus. John. Let's see. Iron Smasher. We'll go with this other attire. We'll go with that. Yeah, it kind of does look like Slippy Toad. I don't know why it does, but it just, yeah. Wait, where's... Oh, yeah. Just forgot. Where's... Oh, right. It's me. Yes, me. I'll go with my other attire, why not? And then... Handsome Rick Race, again. And then... Brandon. Actually, let me change the rules again. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. And alright, I'll start the match up there. Anyway, welcome Little Lion. Great to see you. I'm doing great. What about myself? I'm doing pretty well. I've had a very busy week, but I've had a wonderful time. So anyway, this is a battle royal, so I get to not only fight Grotus, but there's a number of guys that also wanted to take on Grotus as well, including John and Brandon, and of course Mr. NWF since he's here, and Iron Smasher. But yeah, Grotus, we did have a one-on-one match, though, if that's what you were wondering. And it was on the last Super Show that happened, so it was the last show that we did do as far as wrestling is concerned. So yeah, we did have a match, and it was the very first match of that one. And yeah, I also can't believe you won that last match. I honestly thought that Race had it won. I'm surprised. Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to be on the I can put you on the list, but in order to actually make it to the show, you got to be an active participant in the chat. Got to watch the shows, and as we make our way through the list, because right now our roster is full at the moment. So our roster is full at the moment, but of course be an active participant and before you know it, you might just leapfrog over those who have came before you, but have not been as active. And thank you for subscribing. Might record Smash Flash 2. Ooh. Well, anyway, introducing first from Sweden. The Swedish Frog. The frog to end all frogs. The ultimate frog. Ambient John. I need to stop Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can work on your moveset so where you don't have to dab. Oh yes, I do have Kenny Omega though on my roster. But yeah, I can't believe people don't like the dab. That's unbelievable. And then, of course, you have John, one half of the tag team champions, but we'll skip his entrance since we've already seen it. And just like that, he quickly takes off his shirt. Well, of course I have Aleister Black. Watching somebody dab makes me gag. Oh, is that so? Well, there's Iron Smasher in his other attire. But Fries couldn't literally join. Oh, that sucks for him. But most of it got cut out, though. But there you saw Iron Smasher doing his little dance. And there you see me in my other attire. But I'll skip mine since you've already seen that. A steel cage match. Ooh. That's actually a pretty good match, to say the least. And there you see Mr. Rick Race. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but there he is. He was trying, but when he joined the match... Oh, but when he joined, the match wouldn't start. Oh, that sucks, man. And last but not least is Brandon Cuevas, which we've also seen already, so we'll skip him. Alright, match underway. Now it looks like Iron Smasher and the Frog are going to go at it, and John and Rick Race are going to continue where they left off from their last encounter. Oh, rammed into... Whoa, nice RKO onto Brandon Cuevas. Now, of course, the object is to throw your opponent over the top rope. Okay. Oh, yeah, if you guys want to check out Little Lion, I guess you can also subscribe as well. Up there. There we go. And, oh, wait a minute, I'm already gone. I didn't even see who eliminated me. Who eliminated me? But I'm already gone. Wow. And I'm the first one out. I'll have to find out who eliminated me, but I'm already gone. Brodus will lose. Well, he's doing pretty well against Brandon, who is a huge man, by the way. I mean, he stands at 6'7", or I think it's 6'9", I think. And also, here's Adam Guerin, one of Detroit's own Adam Guerin, who hasn't had a match either. Oh, it was Rick Race who eliminated me. Well, that was true. All right, well, I could see him eliminating me. I mean, after all, he is my old school brother from another mother. But right now, it's Rick and Brodus going at it. And Brandon and John. That was rude. Well, it's okay. I mean, it was part of the match anyway. But it's great to see Guerin, though. Adam Guerin. Oh, nice RKO onto Iron Smasher, though. Nice Enziguri onto John. But yeah, it really was quick that I got eliminated. I don't know how, but now the Frog has a hold of Mr. Old School. And a Hurricane Rana sends him over and out. Out goes Rick Race. And hello, Roscoe Gaming. Wilson. Nice to meet you. Well, now we're down to 4. That was a very impressive move, getting rid of the big man. I mean, John is standing toe-to-toe with the former United States champion in Brandon. I thought so too. I would have thought he would, but he didn't. Oh, what a takedown onto John. And, ooh, almost eliminated was Grotus, though. And, wow, John just got busted open. I think it was that turnbuckle that busted him open. Oh, nice. Oh, now Grotus stabbed again. But John, I don't know how John is staying in this. But then thrown into the top rope. Nope, missed him. Meanwhile, the Frog and Iron Smasher are still fighting each other. Oh, but now John goes right after the Frog. And a suplex from the Frog. Of course, Frog face. Oh, and a DDT onto the Frog. Oh, nice counter onto Brandon Ace. Or Brandon Cueva, sorry. Brandon Ace is a whole different person. My bad. But now John goes right back to Brandon. And Mr. AG, Adam Guerin, are you ready for a fight here in Detroit? I don't know if... I haven't heard from Melissa in the chat, though. But so far, John is doing pretty well in spite of the fact that he's bleeding. Well, now he goes right after the Frog, though. Pile driver onto the Frog. And now Iron Smasher and Brandon going at each other. Powerbomb onto John from the Frog. And a clothesline onto Iron. Looked like I was bleeding. No, it was not you. And a clothesline sending John over the top rope and out. Out goes John. So now we're down to 3. Make that 2 as Iron just gets eliminated by Brandon. And now we're down to a one-on-one match with Brandon and the Frog. And then, wow, look at this. Grotus is running the treadmill. Nice Northern Light suplex by Brandon. But I mean, Iron Smasher, I mean, he did pretty well for the time he was in there. And Grotus celebrating, but he better get the job done before he counts. He better not start counting his chickens before they hatch. I think that's the better word for it. Now going for the 450 splash. And then an RKO a la Randy Orton. And then a spinning back kick. Awesome moves by Grotus against the big man. Rammed into the turnbuckle. Oh, but countered by Brandon, though. Oh, nice takedown. And again, he dabs. Although, I think he might have gotten a little bit tired of it. But back up on his feet is Grotus. Oh, then a backbreaker to the frog. That will definitely soften him up. But Grotus, not to be denied. Nice reverse DDT onto Brandon. Sorry I left. Family's coming over and I had to get ready. Well, Melissa, I don't know if you know this, but wait a minute. Grotus has done it! I mean, Grotus shows up, and just like that, he wins the match. Unbelievable. Grotus did it. Well, it's great to have you back, Melissa, and you're gonna freak out when you find out what happened in your match, though. But Grotus just won a Battle Royal, and this is not the first time he's ever won a Battle Royal, by the way. But Brandon, if it makes you feel better, you did get eliminated by a former WWE champion in Grotus. He was the last champion in my old series coming into this series. So you didn't just lose to anybody, you lost to a former champion. And welcome back, Minerva and Melissa. You're not going to believe this, but if you go back, Melissa, Minerva, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but you actually managed to win the 4 Queens titles. Oh, I won't. But anyway. So, AG, are you still here? Adam, that is. So yes, what happened was Melissa and Speranza, they were down 4 women, or 2 women to 4, and Melissa would go on to eliminate 3 of the champions, the ex-champions, and then eventually Melissa finally ran out of gas and got eliminated herself. And then Speranza managed to finish the job and win the 4 Queens Championships, and I'll show you that in just a moment. First, let me change the arena and get ready for Adam's match. And it's going to happen. Where is it? Oh, shit. Oh. Or actually, no. We'll do this. We'll do this. We got this. We'll use the WrestleMania 3 arena. And it will be Grotus. Yeah, it is broken. I hate when it freezes like that. It sucks. Grotus. Oh, there we go. Now it fixed itself there. Nope, not Adam versus Kenny. It's Adam versus the Frog, who just won. Alright, that's good. Alright, so there we go. We have Grotus against Adam Guerin for the very first time. No, you don't get to... I really wish you could do a mini ring cart. I really wish they had that option that they had back in Legends of WrestleMania. I'm surprised too. I would have thought I'd have ended it by now, but with the light arrivals of Adam Guerin and LP Grotus, that's what happened. But nonetheless, though, but yeah, Melissa, you are champion for the very first time. You'll have to watch the replay though of your match, and by that I mean Melissa and Minerva. Or at least watch it from where you last left off as far as Melissa's concerned. But yes, first time ever battle between an ex-WWE champion, LP Grotus, against the wrestling machine from Detroit, Adam Guerin. They are the men in green. In Pontiac, Michigan. And of course, as always, he gets to do the dab. Alright, let's go to our next competitor here. I really thought it would be the last match, but then other people started showing up finally. Like LP Grotus, John, Mr. NWF, and now Adam. And there's Adam, who is 1/4 of the Q4 champions. That title's not on the line, though. But yeah, I thought it would be the last match. But then, like I said, people started showing up finally. I am very surprised. So there you see Adam going to be wrestling in his hometown against Grotus. The last Spartan is what he calls himself. I mean, with the colored trunks that he's wearing, and by him I mean Adam Guerin, looks like he's on scholarship to go to Michigan State, which I really wouldn't put it past him. Match underway, though, as we are in the WrestleMania 3 arena. Of course, it's not as authentic as the real thing. I really wish I could do that, but anyway, match underway, though. Nice takedown there. The family's here. Have a good day. Stay safe and have a good one. And also, I hope you check out the match, how it ended. But yes, you are champion, Melissa. And Minerva, too. Alright, back to this match, though. Powerbomb onto the Frog. And that's the one thing that Guerin has. I mean, yeah, both men are the same size, but Adam has more or less a 45-pound advantage over Grotus. And now he's trying to beat the leg out of him. Nice suplex onto Grotus. There we go. Before the end of the year. I really wish I would get 1,000 subscribers, though. But it's up to them. Nice suplex, though. That's where I graduated from. Three-time Big Ten champion and a 2-time NCAA champion for the Spartans. You mean like your whole team, I take it? Like, because I don't think it was just you, but I'm pretty sure you played a heavy part in it during your time. So yeah, Adam Guerin has the credentials, though. I mean, he's also been champion in other companies that he's been in. Oh, what a move onto Adam Guerin, though. So yeah, when Adam Guerin came in, I figured, you know what? I'll give Adam Guerin a match, but with the winner of that Battle Royal, and it just turned out to be Grotus. And now Grotus, you jumped on his chest. Well, that's kind of what you have to do, especially against a man bigger than you. And Grotus, well, for a moment I thought he was going to go for the Frog Splash, being that he is nicknamed the Frog. Wait, one. Nice Hurricane Rana into a pinfall, though. Oh, it does go with individual champions by weight class, but you were team champions your senior year. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I forgot. There's weight classes. I forgot about that. You might have been the best in your weight class, and Maybe you might have brought a championship to your team, I guess. Wait a minute, the frog lock onto Adam Guerin. This was something that he never had to deal with when he was in amateur wrestling. But all the same, he gets out of it, though. And the leapfrog, and that's his finishing maneuver. Is that enough to put away Adam? 1, 2, no. Adam kicks out, but just barely, though. And it happened so quick, although Grotus could go for the coup de grace here. Oh, but he's waiting for Adam to get back up, though. But a counter into a power slam onto Grotus, though. But then a jawbreaker. And, well, too busy celebrating was Guerin, and it then gets caught into a pinning predicament. 1, 2, can't even talk. I'm so excited, if you couldn't tell. But now, Adam, double underhook suplex, and a pinfall. 1. See. And now, Adam has to wonder, what do I have to do to put down the frog? Back suplex to the frog. Then a German suplex. You were also Big Ten LARP champion when you were at Michigan State as well. Also, great to see broken JT Price. And JT, you did have a match earlier, but I'm happy to see you nonetheless. Gut wrench powerbomb. I'll tell you one thing, these two men have put on a great match at this point. 1, 2, but unfortunately LP Grotus ran out of gas. And Adam Guerin wins in front of his hometown, or his home away from home in Pontiac, Michigan. You feed him more suplexes. But Adam gets the whip victory. I mean, there were a couple of times. Well, let's see. I believe this was one of them. The gut wrench power bomb, or it could have been a suplex. But did you win? Unfortunately, you didn't. But it was not for a lack of trying, though. But you know what? Since you're here, I may as well make this match. But congratulations to Adam for winning this one. All right. Let me do this really quickly. But big win for Adam, though. Against a former WWE champion in LP Grotus. All right, I may as well do this since Broken JT just got here. So we'll have Adam Guerin. All right, we'll have him wear this one. And JT Price. I still need to find out what kind of attire you want to. Oh yeah, Kenny Omega. What am I doing? All right, let's do this. Let me do something really quickly. Thank you for reminding me, though. We'll do this. Awesome. All right. Thank you for reminding me, Javier. And I don't know if Little Lion is still here. Where is he? Kenny Omega. And then Aleister Black. That was one of the matches that you wanted. Adam Guerin in his second attire. And JT Price. Who I still need to find out what he wants to look like as far as his attire is concerned. And let me see. Let me pick a good. Let me pick one. All right. How about this guy? This guy's good. All right. And we'll turn off the entrances since we've. All right. You have to get back to recording. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming in. And yes, hopefully the recording goes well. All right, so Basically, this combines a Little Lions match that he wanted, as well as Broken JT Price, who just came in, and Adam Guerin, who won the previous match. All right. And unless anything else happens, this will do it. And now Adam Guerin, now dressed up as a Fruity Pebble. No, not just kidding. But I mean, I remember he talked about the miasma of the number of wrestlers that were black in wrestling ever since the late 1990s. There's not a lot of guys that wear colors. I remember him saying that, and that kind of stuck with me a little bit. And Aleister Black got grabbed in the junk by JT Price. Meanwhile, Kenny Omega and Adam Guerin are going to go at it for the first time. Oh, and a spear that took down both Kenny and JT Price along with him. Then an elbow drop. And of course, JT Price didn't like that one bit, and he takes it right out on Adam Guerin. Well, oh yeah, and it's nighttime where Grotus is, so have a great night, Grotus. Nice body splash onto Omega by Black, Aleister Black. Meanwhile, Price and Guerin gonna go at it. And thrown over the top rope is Aleister Black. Now, of course, the rules are no countouts, no disqualifications, and falls count anywhere, and the last man standing, or the last man remaining, is the winner. So it's elimination style. So while Omega and Black are on the floor, inside the ring we have Guerin and Price. Well, out goes Price, but he's not out of the match. He's just out of the ring. And Black gonna go onto the other side of the ring and gets caught, although he goes right after Guerin. And down goes Guerin. Meanwhile, Price and Omega gonna go at it. And I forgot what it was called, the crucifix takedown onto Price. And clothesline on the top rope is Price. Meanwhile, Guerin still doing a number on Aleister Black. Nice double underhook suplex. My arm's getting tired. Ooh, nice moonsault onto JT Price on the inside of the ring. And the bottom line onto Kenny Omega, and this could be the setup for the Price tag on Kenny Omega, and that could put him away. Is this it? Referee, oh, the referee was outside of the ring and didn't get a chance to count. So Kenny still has a stay of execution there. A nice series of gut-wrench suplexes onto Aleister Black by Guerin. And JT Price thrown over and out. Meanwhile, in the ring, Guerin. Nope. Countered by Black. Aleister Black. Couple of strikes onto JT Price from Omega. Here's what I think of your faux black metal aesthetic, Tommy End. Yeah, that was his old name before changing it to Aleister Black. Oh, the blackout onto Adam Guerin. I guess that's what he thinks of you, but that was not enough to beat him. Meanwhile, outside the ring, Kenny Omega and JT still going at each other. And then a neckbreaker onto JT Price on the outside. And wait a minute. One-winged angel onto JT Price for the pinfall. 1, 2. No, 2 count. And the fact that the referee took long to get that 2 count was enough for JT to survive there. Nice, spine buster, that's what it was called, sorry. But JT is still in it. And then nice perfect plex, nice fisherman suplex with a pinfall. Couldn't quite hold on to him though. But meanwhile, the Price check onto Kenny Omega. Is that it to get him? 1, 2. No. Again, the fact that the referee has to go from the ring to the outside to count that. That might have been it for Kenny Omega, but it was not to be. Back body drop onto Mr. Well, the man formerly known as Tommy End. Black, Aleister Black. And on a suplex right on the concrete to Kenny Omega. Then a slingshot onto Black, Aleister Black. A back suplex. A German suplex. A dragon suplex on the outside to JT Price. And then a normal suplex onto Black. 1, 2, 3, and out goes JT Price. And in the meantime, inside the ring, the jackhammer a la Goldberg. 1, 2. No, not quite enough. I would say Bacon. Dream Theater and Blind Guardian are better any day of the week than your Drek. Oh, wow. Oh, and a nice elbow drop onto Adam Guerin, but then from behind, Kenny Omega, one-winged angel onto Tommy End. 1, 2, 3, and out goes Aleister Black. So now we're down to Adam and the one-winged angel, Kenny Omega, and he hits that elbow right to the back of Adam Guerin. Yes, Bacon is fantastic, I know. But now we're down to Guerin and Omega. So now it's down to these two. And that busted open Omega was those snake eyes. And a gut wrench suplex, I believe. Oh, but he's not done with him yet. Oh my God, look at the... I guess the cut must have been a lot worse than I thought it would be. Then that forearm smash a la Steve Austin. Oh, then the bell clapper on the Guerin. And now just pounding away on the back. And down goes Guerin. And Guerin goes to the outside, but Kenny goes to the top rope. And had to change his mind on that point. Rammed into the barricade. Then an uppercut, and now wait, what's he doing? Oh, and he rammed Kenny Omega up against that barricade. And now he's trying to beat the knees right of Omega. I mean, Adam Guerin just showing a vicious side of him that we've always known that he had. But decides to take it back into the ring. And goes for a modified figure four-lock. But I think it was a little too close to the ropes. I don't know what happened there. Oh, now wait, goes for the dirty pin. 1, 2. but still could not get it. Now he punches him in the back, and now wait. A super release German suplex. And then a T-bone suplex, in the true sense of the word. And then a fisherman suplex. Oh, now this is, if this does not put him away, I don't know what will. The jackhammer. And goes for the cover. 1, 2. No! How is Kenny Omega still in this? But it just goes to show why he is currently the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. 1, 2, or excuse me, World Champion, my bad. But still, elbow right to the top of the head of Guerin. Then it kicked right to the back. Well, I mean, right now, Kenny is a bloody mess at this point. But a clothesline onto Guerin. I mean, so far, Omega had already eliminated Price as well as Aleister Black, but can he get rid? Can he beat Adam Guerin? 1, 2. He does. I guess Adam Guerin must have ran out of gas himself, having already wrestled a match beforehand. But Kenny Omega, I don't know how, but he pulled it out. Big win for Kenny Omega. Well, there you saw one of the jackhammers there. But when it was all said and done, Omega, now that he's had enough time to clean up himself, although the blood is still rushing to his head. Well, big win for Kenny Omega, though. Well, yes. Well, now the time has come to end off the show, but thank you so much for coming in, especially those who came in late. But thank you very much, and I may as well show the Mighty One what she has won. You get the, and this is it, the 4 Queens titles. There you see Speranza, there's Minerva, Susie the Elf, and Melissa. So that's what the 4 Queens Championships are all about. I had a feeling you'd like that. But until then, this is Tiju22 signing off, saying goodbye. Stay safe, take care of each other, and always be yourself. Until then, oh. Wow, really? Well, I'm not always on Skype, except for a few times, but nonetheless, though, never say never. Until then, peace out, everybody. All right.